Welcome back to the Leclerc driver career. Wow, okay, let's go back there. This is the Bahrain Grand Prix. He had a pretty good race. Leclerc started pole, but a very poor start, and you can see, I think this is Ocon. Yes, it is Ocon. Has a very poor start. He's pushed off the track by Leclerc and Perez, and Perez just carries that barrier with him for a little while. Leclerc does really well to stay ahead there. Lap 24, I don't know what skipped all the way over here, but lap 24, there was a red flag. I think it was lap 22, I want to say. We are going to check the replay in just a moment, but you can see we've managed to make our way up to P3. We are on the hard tyres now, I believe. Yeah, we're on the hard tyres now, I believe. And I want to say it's only uphill from here, but a little nick with Verstappen there. You can see we just kind of clip him there. That is the point of contact right there. And we just kind of slip a little bit, but nothing to be worried about. Up into P2, Verstappen's not very happy about that, as you can see. He's trying to get back in front, but we do manage to get to the front of the grid. A little nick with Norris there. Wasn't the most ideal situations. Our front wing is pretty dinked up at this point. Now, I'm not actually sure what happened there. I think I must have nudged my controller a little bit, because we're just flying off. We hit the Gulf Air sign there. Somehow stayed in P1, but our front wing has definitely seen better days. Norris back in P1 at lap 40. Verstappen trying to overtake us as well, but going into turn 1 there, you can see we do get ahead, and actually Verstappen and Norris connect, there we go, that's the English word, on turn 1, and we actually hit Verstappen there. What happened there? So you can see there, Verstappen has made contact with us. He was maybe a bit too aggressive there, but I suppose we maybe shouldn't have turned in so early. We are actually in the middle of the track. The racing line is actually to the left of us by quite a bit, and Verstappen just, yeah, doesn't look like he lost much of that front wing. But following that, he does just start to drop down the grid. Now, Piastri's had a chance to show what he's made of. We turned incredibly wide there. Somehow Piastri's not caught up to us. And, I mean, that was the race. So, all in all, an eventful race. Lando Norris wins it by a staggering 23.4 seconds. Sainz was P9, roughly 1 second slower than us. Verstappen there, you can see, actually did fall to P14, which is not what you want to see from at this point, only 3-time world champion. Obviously in real life he is a 4-time world champion. Pierre Gasly, that DNF is actually, that occurred on lap 24 after the race restart, which we are going to take a look at right now. This is the start of lap 21. We're looking at Ocon, because there was actually a 3-way collision with Ocon, Bottas and Albon, from what I saw. I don't know where about in the lap it happens, but Oh no, we're about to find out, I think. So Bottas passes Ocon. Albon is just behind them. Not actually sure what the cause of the red flag is. I mean, we're about to find out. Yellow flag ahead. Don't actually know. Okay, there's the red flag. It was actually Hulkenberg. He had some sort of issue. He's been sitting here for a while. Okay. He locks up, comes back onto the track, and stops. Oh, hello, oh my god. Like, I mean, nothing's actually happened to him, he's just stopped on the track. Okay. And as for, I think, yeah, it was Gasly retired on lap 25. We are going to take a quick gander over that. Here's the race restart. He's actually had a really good restart. They're up into P10. Not too far behind Magnussen. Piastri at this point is in P8. So you can see that he did actually climb up quite a good bit, Piastri. Following our collision with Max Verstappen. 10 laps later. So Gasly obviously has a mechanical issue here. He's pulled into the side. And he's not actually come off the track yet. There we go. So I'm guessing Gasly's was a mechanical issue. You see myself and Norris there. So yeah, not really interesting there. I was hoping he'd like spun, crashed or something. I don't know. I was hoping for a little more excitement, but those are little incidents, it would seem. We do have a full list of them here. Gasly, lap 1, collision with Albon. We had a collision with Verstappen, lap 2, which we saw. It was barely anything. We actually had quite a few warnings there. We probably should have had a time penalty, which we didn't. Here's what I'm talking about. It was like a 3-way. Ocon had a collision with Bottas. Same lap, Albon had a collision with Ocon. Gasly collided with... No, he didn't. He collided with gravity. He had a mechanical failure, which sent him out of the race. Norris actually crashed into us. He was given the warning for that one. And then obviously we had a little nick on Piastri twice. Once on lap 45, once on lap 51. Don't actually remember those ones. And lap 57, apparently a collision with Hamilton, which I do not remember seeing. We only really made one pit stop because of the whatchamacallit red flag. But all in all, a pretty successful race, I think. Being said, this is what the Drivers' Championship looks like right now. The top 5, Lando Norris after the race win. Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton after miraculously finishing 3rd in such a terrible Mercedes car. Fernando Alonso, who was very consistent, he stayed in P4 most of that race. And Sergio Perez, which is another surprise one, as in real life he did not do too well. As for the constructors' standings, McLaren are leading that with 33 points, followed by Mercedes with 21 and Ferrari on 20. Then obviously Aston Martin with 16 and Red Bull on 10. And then VCarb somehow snuck a point. Who was it snuck their point actually? It was Tsunoda, okay. That makes sense. I don't think Ricardo would really be doing much. So that is pretty much that in terms of the Bahrain Grand Prix. So I don't know, is there anything else I really need to go over? Don't really think so. Except for really the rating and expectations. Oh yeah, I'll show the R&D chart. That's probably a smart thing to do. We are dominating our rival right now. We are doing a lot better than Carlos Sainz as of the first race. Our stats do go up a little bit. We're still a 90 overall, but the stats did go up. Recognition 53 to 47, which is good. Just that one there, okay. Kind of boring. And if you can see the R&D chart to see the quickest cars as of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and that'll be it for this video. You can see it, yeah, there. We are third quickest. We are just behind McLaren and Red Bull, obviously. See this, he's slacking a little bit. One thing, and apparently we're doing two. But as per performance, I'm happy with where we're at. We did really well in that last race. We just need to be really consistent. I am expecting another top 5 finish in Saudi Arabia at Jeddah. I am expecting a top 5 finish from Leclerc. It should really be possible. Hopefully we'll get another podium. It's a big ask, but I think we can do it, because I don't think we're going to get as lucky with Verstappen hitting us and destroying his front wing. And if you have noticed there, that purple box around Magnussen's number 13 there. Yeah, you're seeing that correct. Kevin Magnussen somehow pulled out the fastest lap during the Bahrain Grand Prix. I have no idea where he got that speed from. But he did it, and honestly, good on him, because to finish P13 and get fastest lap is impressive. Especially in a Haas, by the way. In a Haas. The third slowest car on the grid. Well, that just goes to show anything can happen in this career. So, I hope you guys did enjoy the Bahrain Grand Prix. Stay tuned, because next week we have practice session 1 and 2, practice session 3 in qualifying, and of course the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix to look forward to. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.